man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one.
The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing. Made In Chafford podcast episode 231.
Yes, sir.
You know, it is to them, the real is back, the real is back.
Come
I
on.
am him, Neutron in the flesh. Dancing, DK, watch your back, the best member of the Dark Skin Society.
Indeed.
Do your Googles. If you don't know already, you should definitely get to know.
Yes, sir. Cole Sanusi, Don Corleone in the building, the one and only. A.K.A. Eto Coolins, A.K.A. C-Note, A.K.A. Hollywood Cole.
Yes, sir.
Coming for your left there, your right there, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers, you name it, we are there.
Yes, sir.
Episode 231. Let's get it.
It's Eman G45, the G solid in my name, the 45 is silent.
Uh-huh.
It's Jabogwe, Prince of the East, Tinfoil Hat Eames, Eman Prime,
Yes, sir.
Black Mamba Dove, Chiam.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into it. God is great.
Oh my God. I forgot
That's
to
it.
tell you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that story you wanted to inform us about.
My girlfriend, basically, we actually went to a Indian wedding because her colleague was getting married. So we went there last week. Well, I guess it would be last week when this comes out, on Thursday after work. So went there. It was really nice, really like fancy. There was loads of like just loads of stuff going on. Like there was like a free bar. There was like food. The food was incredible. Like there was like a vibe. There was like a DJ.
Yeah.
Loads of different tables. There was like people in it. And it was like in like a football stadiums, like back. You know how they have hospitality rooms.
Yeah.
So it was like in this really big hall. It was incredible. Obviously I don't know the person who's getting married, so I'm just like whatever. I'm just here I'm just here so I don't get fined. So those kind of vibes. And I'm quite close friends with Sophie's other colleague's husband.
Okay.
So like we were kind of sitting together as a four and with some other people on the table. So as we get in, we're sat down and they're about to do like the end speeches. So the dad was doing a speech, the brother done a speech, and they were both very heartfelt speeches, and they were like playing like nice music as they were like walking up and whatnot, because the DJs were actually doing a good job. So right towards the end, the DJ's like, oh, so we have one last speech for someone to do, and it's for the groom. So the groom comes over. As he's walking over, Giggs, talking the hardest, starts blasting from the speakers as he's walking up. This is entrance music to go do his speech at his wedding.
Okay.
I looked at the Sophie's partner's friend, and he looked back at me, and we were trying so hard not to laugh.
Why did he feel the need to pick that song?
So later on in the night, you know, as a wedding, you know, you have to work the room, you got to talk to people, whatnot. So he eventually lands on our table. So I'm like, out of curiosity, like, you picked that song to play? And it's like, yeah, man, I picked it. I'm from Hayes, man. I had to represent. But then I was like, Giggs ain't from Hayes. I was thinking Giggs is not from Hayes.
Where is Hayes?
West London.
That man is from South.
That man is from Peckham, bro.
He might be the most Peckham person to ever Peckham.
I didn't want to ruin that man's night, so I just laughed it off. But in my mind,
Hayes, I have to represent.
It's just
I would have thrown up.
It was more just the fact that he picked Giggs talking the hardest as a song to walk up to. I can see all the elders looking at him like,
what song you walking up to?
bro, I'm walking up to fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin when the glass breaks. Nah, I don't even know, to be honest. But you got me thinking, what would you guys pick if you had to pick a song?
I have no idea.
Is that even a thing? Like, do you even walk up to...
Nah, you don't.
When you're about to do your speech?
You just walk.
It just caught me so off guard. Like, straight into the chorus, like, if you're talking the hardest. I was like, what the heck?
So weird. And then, do you know what my biggest issue
Jeez.
is? I'm from Hayes. You know I had to represent.
I thought he would have said something like,
That's
I was from,
crazy.
like, I grew up in South, like, Giggs is like my third uncle removed. I would have been like, yeah, cool.
All right.
There was no relation.
Yeah.
The man them too inconsiderate.
Bro.
Hotel smoking cigarette. That's me.
That's crazy.
I saw the Doja Cat. What's this? How can I be homophobic? my bitch is gay, and the guy was getting married, and the wife
Huh?
was right next to him. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Someone did that.
and he was doing bar for bar, lyric for lyric.
So wait, Doja Cat, no, Central C's Doja
Yeah,
played at his wedding.
yeah.
That's not going to be on my
And I think
set
this
list.
is like when you say I do, and you're walking down the aisle.
Maybe his
How
girl was
can I be
bisexual.
homophobic? My bitch is gay. It's like,
That
You
song
just
is
got
arse,
married.
by the way. I'm so
I'm
livid
very
it
sure
blew
that
up.
that guy was a Muslim.
I hate you
It's
still.
like, bro, what are you
Muslim.
doing? Muslim.
Mashallah, brother.
Yeah.
Mashallah, brother.
Listen,
It's
I
like-
was perplexed, man.
Yeah, no, some
That
people are
would've
just doing,
spun
they're
me.
just being extra, man.
Because I would have looked at you then.
Yeah. Bro, it was literally the what's it called, the Lippy and the Margs meme. I looked at him and he looked at me, and we were just like, this cannot actually be happening right now. Like,
insane sentence. You know I'm from Hayes. That's the name of the episode. I know it's long.
I had to represent. I'm from Hayes. I had to represent.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I just feel like I should have shared that tidbit
Nah,
with you
thank
guys,
I
because that
really
shit is
appreciate
funny
that,
as
man.
hell.
That's insanity.
The look that
People
we
would've
gave
laughed
each
the room
other.
down.
Oh, man, if we were in there as that happened, I swear they would have had to kick us out.
Oh, God, you know them ones.
They would have had to
You'd have been
kick.
inconsolable.
You would have been like, who's allowed this?
I wouldn't even.
Who has actually allowed this to happen?
Hey,
I wouldn't entertain it.
No,
Nah.
Put the cameras.
Oh,
Dead
yeah.
ass.
Dead ass. But it was an incredible like wedding. Truthfully, like I was actually quite interesting to see, because I guess the more you go to it, the more you kind of realize what you might want for yours, or what you think is actually feasible. Because
Yeah.
without that, I don't really have
Them
a,
shits
of a
is
clue.
expensive, man.
Oh yeah, they're
You're
definitely
looking
spent a
at
bomb.
30 bands.
Yeah, on average in the UK, I think the average was 25,
I'm
which
not
is
doing it,
crazy.
man. I'm
It's a
not
crazy
doing
amount of money.
No, I'll just do a pandemic wedding, bro.
I'll go to the registry.
How about it?
You know what? The registry is fine, but then there's.
What, you just want me to be married under God, innit? That's what you'd want for your friends.
No, I'm saying no. Do a registry. Of course, everyone's got to do a registry at
Yeah,
one
you have
point,
to,
whether
yeah,
it be on the
yeah.
wedding or a month or a year later or a year before. Sorry, it doesn't necessarily matter to me. But me, I was like, do a registry, just have family, and then that's it, man.
I'm not spending, like, let's buy a house. You
Yeah,
know?
facts.
No,
I
but it's not what you want. It's what your wife wants as well.
Well,
bro.
she's,
yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty locked in, and she's already expressed. She doesn't see the point in the whole thing.
Oh, you're so lucky.
It's more for them.
Demi
It's more
won.
for-
Demi's
well,
up.
actually, I don't, she could be saying this now, but
You're up. You're actually up. Because women.
Yeah, but
wait.
you're Nigerian and you're the firstborn, so you gotta have a big one. Sorry,
I don't
man.
have to do anything.
Nah, man. it's not your option anymore. I'm not Nigerian, so I
Demi
don't
to
care.
your parents. Not on my watch.
Nah.
And plus, I'm not even
I'm
firstborn.
quite
so-
fortunate in that
Watch.
they're both quite Western though. Like you man know my mum. She's not really
Yeah, but you're
like
Nigerian,
that.
bro.
Maybe, but okay. I can only speak for myself and personally what
Yeah,
I
but you're
want.
the firstborn, though. Like,
We're gonna have a discussion here or no? I know these things about myself, but I personally, I just don't.
and
I
you're the
think we
one to
could put so
continue
much
your
more to
lineage.
The legacy.
Hey, you're the one to continue Fahimi.
House fire, hear me, bro.
House fire. It's a noble home, by the way.
That's
It's a noble home. Ladies, check in.
Listen, bro.
But nah, I think it's just so much to spend. I'm not even trying to. I would love to do it. Do you know what? If it was a much cheaper experience, when you think about it, it's incredible to get all your friends together under for one day and be like, "Yo, let's celebrate the love that I have with this person." But I think it's just got a bit silly how expensive an experience has become.
I would still go for it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But what 30,000's a lot, man, for
For a day.
nonsense. Really, if I'm being real. Let's keep it a buck.
And you know what's mad? People still get divorced.
Over 50%.
Coming like Thanos, bro.
That's why certain
Yeah, no,
man
it
just
has
jump
to
off
work,
a roof.
but I think you can
Like,
avoid that. I
I hear it.
I think people are picking the wrong.
Like, I
people.
see why they just jump off a roof. They'd be like, nah, man, this is too much. What? I spent all this money. Then I did the engagement ring. Then I went,
The
spoke to your dad.
embarrassment, man.
Then you just turn around and say, I found another person. Bye, here's the papers. And you take half. Bruv, head first.
Sacrifice you gotta take.
Shit's insane. I
You
mean,
know what? That's what God sees, man. He says,
That's
you know
what
what?
have to run.
That's my son.
Have it run, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I hear it. I think it just seems like an awful.
I'm not claiming that portion upon my life, but I'm just saying I know that,
It's an awful lot to spend.
I know what has to be done, and what has to be done has to be done. That's it.
Indeed.
And diddly.
But if it was me, what it would be was her family, my family. We go to one location, we celebrate, and when I say family, I mean immediate family. So it's her immediate family, my immediate family. We go there, we celebrate, and then that's it. That's one wedding. And then if we decide to have a second one, we'll renew the vows after 5 years, and then that's it. That's when people can come.
Say less.
But that would be my thing. But more so,
Yeah, I think that's a good.
a
word.
wedding is a wedding, and it's like that's always on their mind. So you got to pay for that. And
Say that
that's
again?
You got to pay for it. I mean,
Who?
like a wedding is always on a woman's mind, isn't it? So they've always wanted it. Well, majority of them have always wanted it. I say majority, so there's always the few that just want.
Yeah. And
The
yeah, I
registry,
agree.
yeah.
I think it just, my bottom line will always be, it just seems like a lot to spend. But hey, people from Hayes have great weddings, it sounds like.
We don't make the rules, man. We're just here to participate.
Yeah, for real. Lock in.
Have you guys seen
Who's from West, man?
That's the thing. I don't even know.
Not
What?
Northwest, but who's from West? Who's from Hayes? Who's a rapper?
I don't think they have anyone, but West has rappers.
West has Central C, I guess, if you want to keep it up.
Diggity, AJ Tracy.
Yeah, true.
Yes, but that's West London. Hayes.
I don't know, but I didn't even know Hayes.
I think
was a
Hayes
place.
Hayes has
I
a
don't know Hayes is a
rah.
place.
I don't know West like that, so
Nah, me
this
neither.
was news to me.
That is funny as hell. Have you guys seen the new TFL lines?
What do you mean?
For the overground.
Oh, they've given it new names. So I saw the Lioness one. Fair enough. How about it?
Windrush line.
Huh?
I
But
think that's disrespect.
hang on. So I thought this way as well initially. Demi looks absolutely.
Hey, that's disrespect. What the fuck?
Wait.
So you give us a line.
Cheeky line. You know what I mean? Nah. So I initially had that reaction. I was like, yeah, they're taking the piss here. But then they interviewed this old lady who was here when the Windrush, or I don't know if it was her parents who were here when the Windrush happened.
Okay.
And she felt really proudful about it, and she explained that it's a good way to commemorate that generation of people because they contributed to what happened here. So a lot of you may feel initially I felt that way too. We may feel a certain way about it, but there's actually a group of black people from that generation who are happy that that's happened.
No.
But it is wild.
I don't
It
think
is
the
wild.
Windrush is a bad thing. Like, I think the idea was great. A lot of us, even if it's a few generations after, have benefited from it. It's the way they've treated them afterwards.
Yeah, no, I know.
What the fuck they were on, it's not got a good terminology now. Some people came here because it was the motherland. If you lived in a Commonwealth nation and you came to the UK, you didn't need papers. That was the pretense that they came under. They came over under, and then they've sent a lot of people back because they said, well, you don't have the official papers to be here. What
You're
the
taking the piss.
actual fuck? So there's no way you can spin the Windrush narrative to be a positive thing now. Respect to that lady, but I'm sorry. Fuck that opinion, low key. Like, not after what's happened. I think there's positive things have come from the Windrush, and we're all here. And you look at how many successful people of color who are Brits are now here because of it. Cool, but I just think the way they played with them recently, I'm not here for it. And that word to me doesn't have a positive meaning. I don't want to see a line after it. What the fuck am I gonna do? You man, I'm 5 minutes late. I'm on the Windrush line. Respect
What was
me,
it called
please.
before?
It was all just the overground because, yeah, there wasn't a specific line. But there's so many lines that they figured, let's rename them. Let me find the list for you guys. There's more.
No, that's a slap in the face, man.
For
I'm not
real,
gonna lie to
man.
you, man.
Let me
The
find
Lioness
names.
one I was rocking with. They do deserve something to.
Some weird ass names. Lioness, Mild May, or Mild May. I don't know how to pronounce it. Windrush, Weaver, Suffragette, and Liberty. Suffragette is crazy.
Nah, man, it's the overground.
I'm stuck on a suffragette line.
It's
I'm
just
stuck on the suffragette line.
Because
That's crazy.
now, bro, it's more confusing than ever. I'm on the overground. That's it. That's all I know. I know you're not orange one. Now there's a bunch of them. It's like, bro, I haven't got time for this. And then more so, you thought that this would be a great gift. I'm not being unappreciative. I'm just thinking about the aspect of everything that has happened, like you've explained.
Listen,
And then Lioness, you know what? They did.
I'm gonna
win the
let them
World
have
Cup.
that. Like,
You
I
know
don't
what?
think I don't have an
understand
issue
that.
with it.
listen, someone check on Joey Barton because
Yeah, he must be throwing up right now.
he's swinging the walls right now.
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden,
Joey Barton. There's this
ex-footballer.
ex-footballer who's just racist, and he just
all of the phobics.
all the above. So yeah,
His brother caught an M for killing a black man.
yeah.
Well, at least he wears his racism with pride.
Played for Millwall, so that kind of tells you what you need to know.
Oh, is it?
JB, yikes.
Yeah, for real. Not the JB pod.
I was about to say, what's Joe Budden doing?
Joe Burns.
Yeah, them names for the Lions are abhorrent.
Fair enough.
I
I just thought his face was pretty
whoever.
funny.
And the worst thing is, they go through a process of like, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think?
Yeah.
And then you give us one section, bro.
I think it's.
This is what's his name? Sadiq Khan can do.
I mean, they want him up out of here, you know.
Yeah, they
I
want
didn't
him.
know how
He needs to live.
Yeah,
He
people
needs
do
to
not
leave.
like that, man.
Because ULEZ right now is a joke. Yeah, ULEZ is far of a joke. I don't know if I mentioned this.
Is your beef with Ules that it goes too far out?
It's not that it goes too far out. It's just that right now you're taking the piss.
I can't hear it though.
What you're doing is you're incentivizing the whole automotive industrial, the whole industry basically to make cars. Because the thing is, once you buy a car, you don't really need a new car. All you need to do is just go to MOT, maybe get a new part, and then that's it. Now, all that's happening is saying within these certain years, if you get within these certain years, then it's ULEZ compliant. And then the next thing you're going to move it again and again and again. And then now you're going to expand.
You're encouraging people to buy newer cars.
That's ultimately what it is.
I thought it was more of a thing. I hear that argument, but I thought it was more of a thing of older cars.
Yeah, the longer you keep a car, the worse the emissions.
Yeah, so
come from the
and
car.
we only have one planet. I'm kind of behind. No one has good ideas on how to make us more sustainable and a better planet, but we have to try some things. My issue with it was he was encroaching too far out. Like some of it was the where it was going. I was like, it weren't your business.
Yeah. And then there's Mercedes-Benz, there's BMW.
The diesel thing as well.
That situation, it just never made sense.
They are hypocrites, bro.
Yeah. Now it's a case where it's like, oh, okay, now you're gonna do the pay per mile, the whole thing that's been uncovered, where he's just paying like another project, like to find a way if we can do pay per mile.
There's a country that's done that already. That they're trying to teeth that from.
Pay per mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
What do you mean?
Trying to do what they're
exactly what it states.
Basically, if you have a car that is, I don't know if it's compliant or not compliant, but you have to pay as much as you drive. It's pay as you drive, basically. So if you're going to 10k, you got to pay £10.
But then, do you know what the problem is? A lot of London is they're gonna. Well, alright, cool, but make London more connected because the south is a mess. It shouldn't. There's certain places,
and they put the flower pots in the middle of the road during the pandemic.
He's just been a bad mayor. Like I don't think I was on his side for a long period of time, but the more I speak to people and the more I see it for myself, I'm just a bit like, Sadiq, man, come on.
Because that was there.
I can't back you. Because his new recent thing about making Fridays, he's lowered the price to go into the city, but no one goes in, gets the tube on a Friday. Most people work from home on a Friday. That's their elected day. So you're not gonna no one's gonna go in just because you cheapened it. Like it's not gonna make people think, guess I'm gonna go into the office now.
Yeah,
brother.
And then on top of that as well is the fact that like with the flower pots in the middle of the road, the reason why they've done that is to reduce pollution and like try and reduce the traffic. But you just created more traffic.
Yeah, the 20 mile per hour thing as well. Because now I drive for work. It's like,
brother,
fam, and there's cameras everywhere, so you can't. You can't try force it. You're done.
You're done.
It's collapsing. So I'm going 20 miles per hour, and I'm like, I could easily hit.
You're finished because South is the worst for it.
Yeah,
South
easily.
Absolutely.
And that's
I don't drive to South London because of it. It's so
for
rubbish
work,
there.
I cover South. It's
You're
like
finished.
I'm talking bumper to bumper with the cars as well. Like it's a mess, and there's so much roadworks. Like how can? When are they going to be done?
And then also,
Old Street,
I
please.
think the great thing that we
They'll
did
never
was a
open.
cycle lane. However, the cycle lane has just caused more traffic.
I'm not. I don't think the cycle lane's that bad.
No,
And
I said
I-
the good part. It's a great idea because at least cyclists are okay.
They're safe, and the thing
How
that
many
jars me
cyclists
about
are
cyclists, more time I'm like, please get out of the road. I want to run you over because it's impossible to overtake them, and they're going so slow. So I'm holding up traffic now, and I've got people honking at me, brother. You can see my man's going 2 miles per hour. What can I do?
And he's tired as
Driving in London is just a miserable experience. People are too in love with their horn. Just
I feel for you. You live in a bit where
a tiny. What?
You love the horn, yeah?
Oh, come on.
you live in a part of London where driving is just
It's a mess,
It's impossible.
yeah, no,
it's not
to
even
be
worth
fair.
it. South is the absolute worst for it, bro.
I'm trying to get from SW to SE is a mission.
That is yucky, bro.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I think my biggest issue with
You're
the car thing
stressed.
is just the hypocrisy. Not even the hypocrisy. It's the moving of goalposts. Because I remember 10 years ago they were saying how diesel was the most harmful.
And
Now
it's
they're
the most
saying
efficient. It's the most efficient.
it's not even that it's the most efficient. It's that they're just changing their minds constantly. So for you, Les,
So they've now said diesel's okay because people had to give up their diesel car. That's what.
no, that's what's happening with ULEZ. So between, what is it? I think if it's older than 2005, you have to get rid of it. No, sorry. If the diesel is 2016 and younger, you have to. Sorry, 2016 and older, you have to get rid of it. If it's unleaded and older than 2005 or 2003, you get rid of it. But that's not even the worst thing. It's that they've done that to incentivize people to get electric cars because electric cars are cheaper. Well, I say cheaper. They're more expensive. They're safer for the environment, but you don't pay tax on it. Guess what they're going to do in the next few years? And they've already announced that they're going to do it. Oh, if you have an electric car in London, you have to pay road tax again. So all the benefits that they were trying to present to everybody,
Nah, they can,
gone.
They can suck a dick.
it's just nonsense in my opinion. They're
What's
just
going on, man.
they're just trying to get
And that's
money.
why
however
I
they can.
can't see him getting re-elected. He's gonna lose by a landslide.
And not only that, electric cars are not even that environmentally friendly.
No, they're not. I don't.
I mean, in terms of-
I still have to charge it, and then that battery, like, Congo's on fire.
Right. The battery is going to die in I don't know how many years.
What's it made of? Is it lithium?
Lithium. So it's like, remember BlackBerry batteries? Exactly the same
Oh.
concept. So then 2, Congo's, we all know about Congo. And then 3 on top of that is the
Is
fact
Congo
that
the only country with lithium, or is that?
no, there's China, there is the United States, there is Congo. It's just that Congo is the cheapest.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be that.
And no one can compete with that because of how they exploit.
But they're
Congo.
like, this is modern day slavery. Them men are
Oh yeah,
working.
1000%.
I don't know what the climate's like out there, but I've seen some.
Our kids and everything.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, not only that, so I mentioned there is the lifespan of the battery. You can't. I mean, in terms of recycling it, you don't really get much out, so it's not really that great. What else? Well, I think I mentioned the points already, but the one point I haven't mentioned is the fact that the amount of electricity you use
to charge it.
is cool. However, it affects everything else. So if we as a nation are not using sustainable energy, so we're using coal, we're using gas or whatever the case is. Guess what the batteries are using? We're just plugging it into.
But that's what my thought process was anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
So at the end of the day, we're still causing more pollution.
Is the because it's got to charge up anyway. And do you know what? These man, they want a bag because I know full well if they wanted to, cars could run on water.
I mean, the next one is hydrogen, and I think hydrogen is like the best out of all of them. However, it's the most dangerous because if you explode,
if that blows up,
it's not just you that's dying; it's everyone else.
hey, listen.
Like, let's say you're in traffic.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, no,
Boom.
honestly, honestly,
And what is
if you're in traffic,
hydrogen bomb?
honestly, bro, if you're in traffic
can defuse
and
this
then there
bomb.
was like, let's say 10 cars with hydrogen bombs, that's it.
Only me. Only you. It'll be peak. It'll be so peak, bro.
Oh.
Bane weren't lying when he said that shit is.
I thought that's what you was
It's
referring to,
volatile.
but I couldn't.
No, I was.
He said, only.
Only you. Hey, that's a legendary episode of this show.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
you, bro.
But I mean,
No,
that's-
you're right. It's mad dangerous. It's not even worth it. Really and truthfully, it's not
Yeah.
worth it.
Oh my God.
So we're damned if we do, damned if we
For
don't.
real.
However, it's an avenue that can be explored, and I think it will be very successful. But the moment one car blows
Yeah,
up,
it's not worth it, man.
because the thing is, if a car blows up with petrol or diesel, fair
They
enough.
don't really blow up
No,
that much
it's not
anymore
even
anyway.
that. If they blow up, at least you have 5 seconds to get out of the car. Yeah, cool. If it blows up, and then that's it. Like, let's say it blows up next to your house, it's fine. If a lithium battery blows up, that thing is staying on fire for another couple of hours because
Wow.
you can't just put water in it. It's wild. If a hydrogen car blows up,
Kalas.
forget it.
Like,
Everything's gone.
the next 2 streets down are gonna know about it.
Yeah. Boom.
That's the name of the episode.
Boom is crazy.
Oh God.
Whatever, man.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel we have to make more of an effort to be sustainable and protect the planet. I do believe that. Like, there's no getting around it. As far as we know, at this moment in time, we only have one planet that can sustain human life, and we don't want to mess that up. And it does look like a lot of people are now trying to make the efforts to try and reverse a lot of the damage we've done, and a lot of the things to reverse that. I think there will be ideas that will be presented that we won't like, but I just don't want to see stupid shit or hypocritical shit happen on the way there.
Yeah.
Like,
because all
Saying an electric car is a better option, but I still have to charge it, and it's still using, as you said, coal and gas.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me, buddy.
Yeah. Or we just use free energy, like Nikola Tesla said.
We use what?
Free energy. Like
What about kinetic energy? No? Huh?
Yes, we can, but it's
Get powered by hamsters.
So let me get this straight. You're in a car which has a bike in it, so you're powering the car by using the bike. So you're like,
Or is
That's
that episode
crazy.
Of, Rick and Morty,
yeah.
where there's a whole world
Yeah.
in the car powering the car.
sustainable.
Yeah?
Yo, that recent season of Rick and Morty was actually pretty good. You know?
Yeah, it was very good.
I
And
couldn't
that
even-
finale was one of the best.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah, that was
they
good.
cooked.
It's the one with the hole, right?
Yeah,
Where they-
yeah,
that
that
was crazy.
That was trippy
That was a
as
mind
fuck.
fuck.
I really love that show, man. It's probably one of my favorite shows of all time. I know sometimes when they miss.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's borderline unwatchable.
That Ice-T episode, I was like, what am I watching?
No, do you know what's the dragon episode?
Yeah, that was terrible.
But yeah, the Ice-T episode was pretty bad.
It was so dumb. I was sat there like, I can't believe I've given 25 minutes of my
Yeah,
life to
nah,
this.
it's fucked. And you keep, because they have such high quality.
You're thinking at some
finish an
point
episode,
it's
you think, this will pick up and land. Doesn't.
the episode was so dumb. It was basically numbers versus letters, and the numbers come and invade a land with letters. But Ice-T is actually a water. Like, his character is like literally a T, but he's like water. It's just bare dumb. I can't even explain it. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
But they all have like guns. Like, I was like, the person who wrote this was high.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only way you can explain this.
But I think a lot of them are, and I think it is, especially.
Or are they
now-
like the mathematicians like The Simpsons?
No, it's
No,
more
no.
like meta humor. Well, of this, not of that kind of vein, but like there are some things that they like kind of cheekily reference that happens in real life, where it's just like, oh shit, you guys know what you're talking about. It's more like of a reflection as opposed to a projection, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously Simpsons shit is weird. Like you see,
I think it's Futurama you're referencing, whereby
No,
they had an
Simpsons.
actual scientist on Futurama.
No,
and-
but they had mathematicians on The Simpsons. Like,
oh, okay.
all
yeah,
of them
yeah.
were
Both-
mathematicians.
yeah, to be fair,
Yeah.
whoever invented The Simpsons also helped create Futurama. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's an overlap there. So you're right.
But when I
Yeah.
say mathematicians, I mean pure
Yeah,
mathematics.
like one of them used Futurama to prove his theory about if everyone in the world swapped consciousness, how many times would it take until you got back to yourself?
Bruh.
Yeah, he was able to figure it out, and he used the show to prove his point, which is fascinating.
That's too much for my brain right now.
Oh no, I'm not asking you to even
Yeah.
compute that. but-
I wanted to, but it's too much right now.
Have you guys seen the Fantastic Four reveal?
That's actually a really good topic. So Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic,
Pedro.
Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman. I want to say his name's
Quavo.
Quavo as Johnny Storm. Flame on, flame on.
That's insane.
The Thing is cousin.
Really?
From-
Wow,
Did
that
you watch
woman.
I feel like you'd watch that. The Bear.
I haven't seen it yet.
I
This
didn't wanna
woman
watch
is just.
people
I
shouting at
like. I
me
don't
for
know.
2
What's her
hours.
Fair
name?
enough.
What's the woman's name?
Who? Vanessa Kirby. She's
Yeah.
from Mission Impossible.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
That's
actress.
a great choice.
Yeah.
I like who they got to play Johnny Storm, but I've only seen him in Stranger Things season 4. He plays Eddie.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Oh, mad. Man like Eddie. Interesting. Eddie's the one that became evil and went nuts, right? Am I bugging? Is Eddie the other guy?
No,
From Stranger
Eddie
Things.
was the one in the latest season who.
That's the Donny from Daredevil. No, Punisher. The tall Don.
Yes, the man that plays that
Yeah.
they've got to play the Thing. You're right.
Phenomenal actor as well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed his work on that
He's
show.
good. He's good. Nah,
Yeah,
he's good.
okay,
And
okay,
from what I've seen of him in The Bear, he's very good, and he's won an Emmy for his work on there. I think they've done well. As with all things Marvel at the moment, I need to see it before I even judge, because you could have that stacked cast and still manage to fumble it. But I think it's good. I wish they'd been more imaginative with their choice for Mr. Fantastic. I feel like this moment in time, Pedro Pascal is an incredible actor, and I'm enjoying him in a lot of the things he's in, but I feel like he's starting to become a bit overexposed. I just don't feel it was that the exciting option.
But Kang is black.
Well, I said this when they announced it, but to be fair,
Wait, you've lost me.
Kang is technically
Oh, his son.
yeah,
Right,
well, not his son,
He's
but
a
like
descendant.
Of him. Yeah, that happens. 2-3 generations, boom. You're no longer black.
You breed him out.
Yeah. Get rid of them. Weed them out from the
weed him
source.
out is crazy.
I don't know if I'm excited, but I'm just like, let's see.
Yeah, I'm
kind
cool
of
on it.
neutral. Yeah, let's see
I
what
think they
do.
could have. There was.
There's high stakes. It's coming out next year, which is quite interesting. Like,
Well, they
it's
gotta
actually,
get to filming, get to work.
I think they've realized, like, all right, enough dilly dallying. Let's just get straight to it.
Yeah, they have to.
Because obviously, Deadpool this year will
And I
do
think
what it does.
I wouldn't be
and,
surprised if the end credit scene for Deadpool kind of has something to do with Fantastic Four. That would be my guess. It might
yeah,
not.
I think
might.
so. I think it would be wise for them to. You never know. Like they in Marvel headquarters, they're probably viewing like this phase as like filler, and they probably thought it would have done better than it did, and it hasn't. But
don't know
now
how they could
there's
have-
enough. There's
Yeah,
enough
they
like
did.
catalog and IPs that they can easily like bring us
Enough,
back. so,
enough playing around now. Let's get to the shit.
yeah, man.
And I hope Deadpool is the start of that. It has to be.
And I hope they as I said in the group chat, I just hope that they don't change X-Men, the animation.
I don't see. I'm not giving. Don't pay that too much mind.
You'll see it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
No, you'll see it on TikTok.
But
Someone will investigate.
Okay, what do you mean? I'm not actively gonna watch that show. Is what I'm saying.
It's so majority of Disney's or even so basically Disney has taken some of its old content and then revamped it.
Yeah.
However, they've either taken something out, replaced it, or they've added something in
Okay.
that we don't know of until someone says, I remember seeing this in the film and now it's not there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think this animated show is a carbon copy of what we watched when we was young, or what was out.
I thought it was to revamp it.
No. It's literally, I think it's a whole new idea.
Ah.
Yeah, so don't worry about stuff like I know what you're saying. There are things like that Disney Plus has had to do. In fact, fucking hell, there's certain films that when Disney Plus shows it now, they'll say, hey, listen, this is from a bygone era. There's some racist shit in this.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable, please proceed. Pocahontas, looking at you.
As we proceed
To
to give you what you need.
But yeah, so I mean, good cast. I can't fault it. Like everyone in there can act. Everyone in there deserves this moment. The only choice though that I'm like hit the nail on the head is Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman. The other three, I know they were really heavy on a Jewish actor playing Ben Grimm because canonically or in the comics he is of Jewish descent.
I see.
And the man who they have now got is Jewish. So how about it? And to be fair, once you do that, you limit the pool of people you can call on.
What minute was that? That's crazy. I don't even know. That was crazy. That felt racist. I'm joking.
And then the guy they've got to play Johnny Storm, he's only done one big thing to my knowledge, and that is Stranger Things. So I don't know. But look, like you said, I think we just all have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Let them get into it, and then we'll go from there.
Well said. Listen, man, they should have cast Zendaya as the Invisible Woman, bro. Instead of getting her looking like C-3PO on the flipping red
She's
carpet,
great though,
bro.
man. I can't hate.
Yeah,
She
man.
looked
She actually
great, but
did.
the
already
fit
locked
was
into
crazy.
Spider-Man.
Huh?
Yeah,
She's
true,
she's locked
true,
into
true,
Spider-Man. Have you seen Madam Web?
I'm not. Apparently, it's awful.
We as a collective need to walk into Marvel Studios and say, please just take a couple billion, walk over to Sony and get your IP back, because
Yeah, they're tarnishing it over
what
there.
the hell are Sony doing?
Yeah.
Like, what the
Between this
actual
and
hell are they doing?
Morbius, they're putting that shit in the grave.
Spider-Man's coming out next year, by the way.
What?
Spider-Man.
Which one?
Five?
What do you mean 4?
4.
Sorry, 4.
Which one?
It should
though?
be.
Who's?
Tobey Maguire or
No,
Holland?
MCU one. Should be, yeah. Should
What?
be.
So
So Sony send out this
is that information
group
you can
company. I can bleep this out. They sent out this like group company like financial statements about the year and what they've done in the quarter, and it shows like the prospective release schedule of everything coming out, and it says untitled Sony live action for May 2025. Now the last movie came out 2022.
One, maybe.
2 or 1.
It was pandemic-ish time,
Yeah,
wasn't
2
it?
or
So
1.
they're due one.
Okay, when they're gonna start filming?
I don't know, maybe like
Tomorrow.
in the summer probably. It takes about a year turnaround though, year and a half turnaround.
Yeah.
I guess okay.
I'll
Maybe.
be surprised if it doesn't come out in the next 2 years. But I looked at it, like the only one that they've announced which is coming out is Vulture, right?
What do you
Is
mean?
it Vulture? No, sorry, not Vulture.
Craven the
In
Hunter.
the
Craven.
trenches.
So, but what if that means is the Craven film coming out this year?
I think so.
I don't know what
That was
Sony's
going
doing.
a
So
bit-
I'm just assuming that basically like the movie.
Are these things like when the film? Because everything I've seen about this film is that it is awful. Like it's one of the worst films ever released. All of that stuff that you can say about a bad film.
In the trenches.
Are they? Are they doing this as a tax write-off? They have to be.
I really don't know what the logic is. I don't know. Sony do things very well.
Yeah, I
But
don't
for
know.
some no, in general, not just
Okay,
movies.
yeah.
In general, they make like obviously music wise incredible.
Yeah.
PlayStation makes a ton of money, but for some reason their movie department they just do weird,
There's no real
In the
thought.
trenches.
weird stuff. So I'm just saying Marvel needs to just go to them and say, give it back to us, let us do it properly, or just tell them what we've done with Spider-Man. Give us the same rights for the rest of the characters, and we'll do them justice.
But no, like there's
because
no,
it's
no
not- they're
one
not
who
making money.
asked for a Madam Web film.
They're not
no
making money.
disrespect to them girls, but like, it's a real stain on their career. Like Sydney Sweeney, she was looking to get out of here. Does not look good on your CV that you had a film this bad.
I don't know what the logic is behind it. You looked at the movies that the guys who wrote it had done in the past, and you're like, yeah, this
was gonna be
disaster.
bad. I don't understand. Like, who's okay in this? You know, I could have. There's no shame. It's hard because, but there's no shame in saying this is really bad. We're not gonna release this, guys. Like, I still feel quite bad about the Batgirl film that was like finished and they shelved and they said they're going to take this as a tax write-off. But maybe Hollywood should do that more because I've not seen anyone have a good word to say about this film. And all of the film reviewers that I watch on YouTube, a lot of them try to be fair.
No, we need to see this. What Batgirl film?
It was supposed to come out this year.
Skin.
A lot of the film reviewers I've seen try to be fair. There's no
90
redeeming qualities
million.
about this film.
I will not be watching it. Maybe I'll watch it on the plane, like how I watched Morbius on the plane.
Do you know I had fun with
Leslie
Morbius.
Grace.
That movie is shit.
Oh, don't get
That
twisted.
movie is so bad.
It's terrible. But I think I spent so much time laughing at it.
Oh, right, you didn't
I
take
came
it
away
seriously.
feeling like, oh, you know what? I was able to find enjoyment in it. You know when he's a child and I was a bit like, yo, they're stomping him the fuck out.
Yo, they crashed it on him still.
For real.
That movie is so bad.
Like, nothing can prepare. I've seen it on
My
YouTube,
man's dance.
but seeing it in the film, the context to it,
Gross.
the song is awful. I know he picked that as well.
Yeah,
He looks like the type of guy to be like, come over to my house. I'll show you this Russian rap.
100%.
Leslie Grace looks wonderful though.
Listen, man. I think
Oh, she's
ultimately
29.
2-9 Bando Baby.
Oh, I mean,
Bando
that
Baby.
shouldn't be.
Listen, even like, you know, I don't know. It's just one of them ones. Sony need to really think about what they're doing with this Spider-Man universe about Spider-Man. Like, what is that all about? Like, come on.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. Like, you're not going
Anyway.
to get far. And they know it as well because they know the second they touch... I don't think they're allowed to touch anything Tom Holland anyway.
No, but I think there's more money to be made if they collaborate together at the end of the day.
Oh, so much more. And if you want to
What do
do
I
these
know?
films and you put that in the contract, explain it. Because I understand wanting to flesh out Spider-Man's world, but what Spider-Man is this? Is it Andrew Garfield? Is it Tobey Maguire? Because Ben Parker and Sally Parker, who's Peter Parker's mum, are in Madam Web. But
As in the My Man's one.
it can't be Tobey Maguire.
Andrew Garfield's one is what you're saying.
I don't know whose.
Listen, whoever's... I'm telling you, we need to go there
I
and
don't
be
think
like...
it can really be Tom Holland, so I don't
Michael
know.
Jackson was supposed to be Uncle Ben.
Right, on that note.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
Nah, I heard that rumor.
Yeah.
I think he auditioned for it, but what am I gonna say?
Spider hee
With our great he
responsibility.
you gotta look at the man in the mirror.
With great power comes great responsibilities. It's crazy.
What are you doing there? So dangerous. Get down.
Get down, Peter Parker.
Shimon.
Shabbat.
That is gross.
Oh my god.
Wait, that was funny. All right. Is there anything else we didn't get into? I guess we only got 2 minutes left.
No, it doesn't make sense because at the end of the day,
What?
they did Tobey Maguire, they did Andrew Garfield, and they participated in
got
Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland.
They participated. So everything else that they do,
It can't be any of them.
It's a tax write-off, man. Just throw it in the bin.
I think we've got to look at films more now and be like, oh, that was a tax write-off. Like, just chalk it to the game. Because if I was an actor, I would be begging, please don't let this come out. Like, don't release this.
I'm going to sit through. I'm going to go on Wikipedia after this and look at how much money it cost to make and how much they actually made.
That's easy to
I guarantee you
because
they're breaking
Batgirl
even.
was
And
90
even that's
mil.
without
It was 90 mil. That was the
Batgirl.
budget.
But I think the Batgirl thing, I kind of get it because the overall DC hierarchy
Yeah,
was
it was
changing.
done.
So that
Yeah.
that stuff unfortunately happens. But this Sony stuff where nothing's changing, yeah, something
Something's
funky's
binky,
going
man.
on here. I don't want to get like fired for saying this, but you don't need to figure it out because this doesn't make no damn sense.
In
For
the
real,
trenches.
In the trenches.
Music.
Musica. Hey, what's occurring?
Yeah, I said I was listening to drum and bass. It's not drum and bass, it's liquid drum and bass.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's more of a vibe that I think is more palatable.
Okay.
Overall.
I'm gonna pick a song by Schoolboy Q called Yearn 101. He's teasing his comeback. Seems
it
like he's
does
in
look
good
like that,
spirits.
actually.
Seems like there's energy behind him. He seems happier. Seems focused.
Who's this?
I'm very excited. Schoolboy Q. He's dropping an album in 3 weeks,
Okay.
Damn.
2 weeks
Yeah.
even. So I'm excited. I hope
I'm going.
And
best
Go
for
on.
him.
Big Hit and the game it's too hard. Pause. Like it's just way too gangster.
What do you mean?
It's too gangster. Like he's just really gangster. Just
Is he talking that shit?
yes.
What's this song?
Album?
Oh, the game
word.
dropped a new album.
The game and Big Hit.
I don't know
Hit
who
Boy's
Big Hit
dad.
is. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
fair enough then.
It's in the blood.
Is Big Hit rapping?
Yeah. He's rapping.
My choice is Strands. No Peace, No Time.
That's a better song that he's put out. so-
Yeah, that was that beat is incredible. Good. Do you know what? Fair play to him. If I can say one thing about him, he's got good beat selection. But I do. If I was his management, I'd be like, you need to move off from this sound a little bit
Yeah, I
because
agree
you're not
with you.
50 Cent and it's not 2003. It can't. It worked with I'd say the first two singles, but anyway.
Yeah. You know what? I'm saying all this cap, yeah. Have you picked your song, man? Sorry. before
No,
I
go
interrupt.
on, continue.
So all these Sony movies, Venom 1, Venom 2, Morbius, Madam Web, cost roughly 400 million. Worldwide box office 1.6 billion. So
Yeah,
they've
but
made
Venom's
money.
doing a lot of the heavy lifting there.
Yeah. Venom 1 made a lot of money.
Is 700?
800, almost
Damn.
900 million.
How much?
856 million. Now,
I
if
was
you
like,
factor
hard you can do
in,
whatever you want, you know.
if you factor in marketing, yeah, they've made money.
Yeah.
It's because of Venom. That is jokes. So Venom made them all the money.
I
and
like
then-
the Venom films though.
Yeah, the second one was a bit of a nothing film, but the first one was legitimately. I actually thought it was a good film.
Yeah. I had fun with it. And like Tom Hardy, he's the sort of guy that gives 110%.
Yeah. You gotta love Tom Hardy, man.
Hardy's an insane surname.
The Hardy Boys is crazy. That's the name of the episode. The Hardy Boys is crazy. Matt and Jeff were getting it in over there. Did that ever occur to you?
That's a gross name.
Matt and Jeff.
That's where I.
They
What's
were
his name?
squabbling.
Levi the artist.
Levi.
Yeah, he just dropped something.
Oh yeah, I saw him on it. I saw it on his Instagram. Is it anything? Like anything? I don't know if that's the name. Of it.
Yeah, that's the song. That's the song.
Yeah.
Anything,
Good episode, Dad. That was funny.
Ray.